Hey, Pete. Hi, Jax. Good morning. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi. All right, so this is a 45-minute Modo practice. I'm Sarah, if we haven't practiced together before. We'll get started in about a minute. We'll just take a little bit more time to let people come on in to the live stream. And then when we do start, we'll turn the comments off so we don't get distracted by that, screen at the bottom. And then I just want to mention before we do begin, there's an option to donate to Modo Yoga LA. I think the link is just in the Instagram bio. And so if you feel like you can donate a few bucks to support the studio right now, it is very appreciated. So totally up to you, whatever you can. Link in bio, Modo Yoga LA's bio to donate. And so if you're if you're just arriving, before we get started, I'm gonna walk towards my mat over here and give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, okay? Thank you, Kat. All right, so we're gonna get right to it. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everyone, for the sound check. I'm gonna turn the comments off for now. And here we go. Go ahead and make your way to the top of your mat and just stand tall. So let mountain pose be where you settle in. It's feet side by side. You can have your big toes touching, a little bit of space between the heels, and then that sort of foundation is going to create this action of inner thighs actively spinning back, so really slightly, and then firm up your quad muscles or the tops of your thighs by just pulling your kneecaps up. So you're going to flex the quads, let your tailbone lengthen, and then we'll do a big inhale, shrug your shoulders. Exhale, roll them down your back, create some space across your heart. If you're just joining, it's a 45-minute Modo practice. We'll begin with pranayama, so some breath work. Bring your hands to heart center. Prayer hands. Take a full inhale, fill your lungs up. Interlace your fingers, open mouth. Through the nose, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Through the nose, inhale. Reach forward all the way up, lift and lengthen up out of your waist. Palms together, open your mouth to exhale. Right? And as your hands pass your heart, you'll interlace your fingers, keep pressing down, tuck your chin, little stretch on the back of the neck. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Last round. So just at your own pace, fill up. Keep the quad muscles firm, your legs active. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Squeeze every bit of air out. And then relax your arms beside you. Inhale. Part your lips, exhale. And seal your lips, breathe in. Seal your lips, breathe out. So with your breath flowing just like that, in and out through your nose. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your fingers overhead. You'll release your index fingers and cross your thumbs. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale to the right. And so you're folding even just a tiny bit, any amount to feel a left side body stretch. Your intercostal muscles. Okay, so crescent moon pose. Find a firm grip with your hands so you could squeeze the heels of your hands together. And just keep coming back to your breath. So as you breathe deep, naturally there's a little bit of a lift on the inhale. Maybe folding further, stretching deeper as you exhale. And then push down through the soles of your feet, tighten up your core. Inhale, back up center. Exhale, switch sides up and over to your left. And so really just kind of move slow and steady. Ardha Shandrasana. Feel it as a gentle warm up. As a way to, again, stretch those intercostal muscles. So we can create more space for deeper breath. One more cycle of breath in and out. Inhale, rise back up, strong core. Relax your arms beside you, exhale. So feel that nice release in your shoulders. And then separate your feet a couple inches apart. Reach your arms forward. Inhale, feel a tall spine. Exhale, bend your knees, sit low into powerful pose. So Utkatasana. And so it doesn't matter too much the angle of your feet or how wide they are or how close they are, whatever. Just find something that feels good, right? So just sit down and back into that. And then think of your glute muscles. As you think of the glutes, maybe they fire up. Think of your inner thigh muscles, maybe as though you were holding something between the inner thighs. Think of the outer thigh muscles, like the feet were pushing down and trying to scrub apart. Scoop in with your low belly, inhale. Maybe sit deeper, exhale. One more breath. Push through the feet, rise back up, inhale. Relax your arms beside you, exhale. And step your feet side by side. Inhale, reach your arms up. For eagle, wrap your right arm underneath your left arm, exhale. Elbows lift high, inhale. Bend your knees, sit low, exhale. Take the right leg up and over your left. Squeeze your inner thighs. And think of powerful pose in your standing leg. So you're bending the left knee. Really sit into that strength. Squeeze your inner thighs, so feel the bind. Solid on the standing foot. So create that foundation there. Inhale, grow taller. Squeeze tighter, sit down deeper, exhale. Couple more breaths in. And with a soft gaze. One more breath in. Breath out. Step down and unravel. Reach up, look up. Switch sides with your exhale. Left arm under your right. Elbows lift off your chest. Bend your knees, sit down low. Okay, from powerful pose legs, pick the left leg up, cross it over your right, squeeze your inner thighs. Okay, eagle pose, stay with it. Okay, the pose is called eagle because of the focus it takes to be here. Because of the gaze, and so lock your eyes somewhere that helps you focus. Stay aware of your whole shape, your breath, the power in your legs. 2 more breath cycles, and inhale, maybe grow taller. Squeeze tighter as you exhale. Last breath cycle, inhale. A soft gaze, exhale. Step down to unravel. Inhale, reach all the way up, palms touch. Exhale your hands to your heart. Gently press your palms together, elbows wide. And then bend your knees, sit low like powerful pose again. From there, inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, wrap your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh, or lay your forearm across your lap and your left palm to the base of your spine. Okay, so you're either here or here. Do whatever supports the length of your spine. Feel the strength in your legs, squeeze your inner thighs, sit your bum down lower. Feel lighter to the tips of your toes. Lengthen your neck, inhale. Could you look over the left shoulder? Exhale, it's just one more breath in. Stay as you exhale. Back to center, straight legs. Reach up, inhale. Hands through heart center. Bend your knees right away, sit down and back, exhale. Before you twist, re-lengthen, inhale. Elbow to your outer right thigh with the exhale. Take your time to set it up. You can always, once you get into it, have a peek down at your knees just to notice if the left knee is kind of sliding forward. You're going to plug it back. And we do that just so that the hips stay in line. Okay, you can shift a little more weight back to the toe mounds rather than the toes gripping the mat if it feels like that's happening. Okay, keep breathing into the strength of your legs. We're gently building that. Maybe it doesn't feel so gentle. And the nice deep twist. One more inhale. Stay here, rinse out, exhale. Back to center, inhale, reach all the way up, look up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Gently press your palms together, inhale, feel your heart rise. And drop your arms beside you, exhale. Let your shoulders soften. Let your fingertips relax. Feel the foundation of your feet. The power, the strength in your legs. Stand taller, inhale. Soften somewhere, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Palms touch overhead. Fold forward all the way down with an exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. You can touch your mat or your shins. And then forward fold, exhale. Separate your feet a couple inches apart. So we'll start with your feet about hip width distance. And then for runner's lunge, take a step back with your right foot and lift your back heel up high. Power up that right leg. So lift the heel high. Slowly peel your belly up off of your front thigh and reach your arms alongside of you. Keep the strong bend in your front knee. So try not to lose that. Okay, a little squeeze of the glutes. So engagement of your glute muscles, fingertips reaching back, crown of the head lengthening forward. Okay, so that action of pushing down and back with your front foot, it's going to help to use the left hamstrings. So strengthen there through the whole back of your left thigh. Keep breathing. Keep it strong. One more breath in. Stay with the breath out. Take it to a high lunge inhale. Reach all the way up. Palms come down with the exhale. Step back to the top of your mat. Inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, switch sides. Step your left foot back. Lift the back heel high. Power up the back leg. And then take your time as you rise on up. It's Vanarasana. So runner's lunge. Keep reaching back through your fingertips. Keep the bend in your front knee strong. If you like that little bit of flirt with the strength of the front thigh, see how it feels to get a little bit softer to the tips of your toes on the right foot. Just kind of explore with that. Feel the low belly scoop in as your ribs knit in towards the stomach. Last inhale. A gentle squeeze with the exhale. It's a high lunge inhale, reach all the way up. Palms to your mat with your exhale. Step back, you're at the top of your mat, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Plant your palms. Step back to high plank. We'll hold right here. So top of a push-up, feel the tailbone lengthen. Push the floor away so that whole upper back is really solid. Take an inhale. And then downward facing dog, lift your hips with the exhale. Kick your left leg up high, inhale. Look forward and step your left foot down between your palms on your exhale. Take it right up to high lunge, inhale. And then we'll open to warrior two, exhale. Walk your right foot back. So just any amount. Walk the right foot back. So it doesn't feel so much like you're taking up so much space that you're dumping into flexibility, but rather you're lifting into muscle strength, right? So don't worry about a super wide stance. Think more of the power of your inner thighs. Legs feel really solid. Arms, long breath in. Soft shoulders, exhale. Warrior two. Keep breathing. Create that seal with the outer arch of your back foot so there's a strong inner arch. Turn your palms to face the side wall, and for bent knee triangle pose, left hand goes down, right arm reaches up. You can look up towards your right fingertips. Keep the bend in your front knee strong. Remember to use the back leg, so press into your right foot. Try to stay low in your lunge as you rise back up to warrior two, inhale. Relax your shoulders, exhale. And then reverse warrior. Reach back on the left arm. Inhale, maybe look towards the back of your mat. Windmill your palms down towards the mat as you frame the front foot. Step back to high plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Stay here, inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Kick your right leg straight back, inhale. Look forward and step down, exhale. Rise all the way up, high lunge, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. And take space between your feet. Look over the front fingertips. And so feel so aware of how the whole shape is feeling so that you almost start to feel more and more comfortable in it, right? Comfortable with the challenge of it, perhaps. You might close your eyes or dim your gaze. Feel the muscles wake up a bit more. Feel the length of your arms as you're reaching out side to side. Could you lunge deeper? Exhale. Flip your palms towards the side. Right hand down, left arm reaches up, so bent knee triangle. You can gaze up towards the fingertips. Keep sealing into the outer arch of your back foot. Okay, have that feeling of feet pushing down and together. Your last breath in. A little bit of a twist feeling as you exhale. Okay, root down to rise back up to warrior two, inhale. Soft shoulders, exhale. Reverse warrior, reach back, inhale. You can look towards the back of your mat. Windmill your palms down, frame your front foot, step to high plank. From plank pose, hold it nice and strong and just lower your knees. We'll do a modified flow. Inhale. Lower through chaturanga to your belly. Exhale. Land softly for baby cobra. Inhale, lift your chest, but push your feet down. Lower your heart. Exhale. Curl your toes. Push up to tabletop. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Big breath in. Open mouth, cooling breath out. All right, look towards the top of your mat. Take a couple steps forward. Once you reach the top, separate your feet a few inches and grab on for opposite elbows so you're just hanging out in a passive fold, a really easy forward fold. Feel the weight of your head. You could sway a little bit. You can nod your head and shake your head and release tension in the neck. And then slowly release the grip of your elbows and then make peace fingers grab for your big toes. Find connection of your belly to the tops of your thighs. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, hinge at your hips, actively pulling up on your toes. So it's this nice active hamstring stretch. 2 more breath cycles. You gently release that grip. And then relax your head. Bend your knees a little bit. Place your hands to your hips. Inhale to lengthen your spine. So just kind of rise halfway. And then with a strong core, exhale, come all the way up to stand. You're back at the top of your mat for some balancing poses. Shift weight to the left foot, the left leg. Lift your right knee up, inhale. And for toppling tree, kick back with your right foot. A strong right leg, so pretty similar to runner's lunge, right? Pretty similar to this one. You're kind of shifting the strength into that standing leg as well. Okay? Keep the fingertips reaching back. The crown of your head reaching forward. Notice if the belly can tighten up a little bit more. Keep breathing. Your shoulder blades kissing together. Last inhale. Stay with it, exhale. Take your hands to your hips. Drive your right knee forward and up. Inhale. Feet side by side, exhale. We'll switch sides. Lift your left knee up. Inhale. And then kick back on the left leg. Exhale. Arms reach beside you. And so toppling tree could feel like one of those yoga poses where we think just all about balance, like, oh my gosh, it's so hard for me to stand on one leg, on one foot. But try to think of the strength everywhere else, your arms as you actively reach back, your gaze as you look forward and ahead to support lengthening your spine and your neck. Your standing leg solid. Ignite the back leg, really press out through the foot. 1 more cycle of breath in. Stay with your exhale. Drive the knee forward and up, inhale. Feet side by side, exhale. Relax your arms, take a breath in. Inside out. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Let's reach your arms up, inhale. And for dancer's pose, release your right arm down beside you with your exhale. Okay, shift onto the left foot again, and you'll reach back and grab for the inner arch of your right foot. Start with your knees side by side. So really, really, really think in dancer's pose today of moving into the shape that feels sustainable, that has such a solid foundation that you can kind of keep growing, if you will. So we will transition from dancers into the next pose, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Dancer's pose, you're kicking the top of your right foot almost down and back to the right palm. Feel the lift across your chest. At least a bit of a bend to the standing knee. One more breath. Okay, we're going to slowly drive the right knee forward and up. Inhale. Turn the right knee open, exhale. And then see how high you can snuggle the right foot without using your hands. Okay, so could you turn off autopilot for a second and then bring your hands to your heart? If you absolutely need to grab your ankle to place it up higher to feel a little more stability, definitely do that. When you can, find your tree pose, lift and lengthen up out of your waist, and let the shoulders drop. The palms of your hands could be pressing together for elbows wide, or you could extend your tree, reach all the way up. And then especially if you're extending your arms up, stay aware of your foundation. So muscle up the inner left thigh, press the sole of your right foot into that, and then tone up your glutes to help the right thigh move back in space. So that right glute muscle is going to help draw the right knee back more. One more inhale. Palms together, hands slide to heart, exhale. Turn your right knee forward. Step your feet side by side and relax your arms. Breathe in. Both feet heavy. Inhale, reach up. Left arm down beside you, exhale. So we go dancer's pose to start. Reach for the inner arch of your left foot. Feel the strength of your right leg. Don't dump it all into the right ankle. So lift up into the power of the right leg. Reach high. And kick back. Okay, you might notice you could soften the left hip point down slightly, especially if you tend to kind of roll open like that. So you're going to drop the left hip. There it is. We'll hold for 3, 2. So here's our transition into tree. Left knee comes forward and up, hands to hips, and that's all. Find your balance. Turn your left knee open. Snuggle your foot anywhere along the standing leg. Okay, if you can do it without using your hands, right away bring your palms to prayer or Anjali Mudra. Muscle up the inner right thigh. So give the left foot something to push into slightly. Stay here or extend, reach all the way up. Think of the glutes. One more inhale. Palms together, hands back to heart, exhale. Turn your left knee forward. Step your feet side by side. Relax your arms, mountain pose. Breathe in and out. One more like that. Let's meet laying on your back for a short Shavasana. Okay, so first time we're here, Shavasana, you can give your shoulder blades a little bit of a tuck. And let the palms of your hands face the ceiling or the sky. Soften your fingertips, deep belly moving breath in. And open mouth. Feel that softening from head to toe. Okay, and if you'd love to stay here a little while longer, you absolutely can. That's a great choice. If you're feeling like moving into some core work, let's go for it. Lift your legs up, so straight up towards the ceiling or the sky, and then bend your knees so you've created a 90-degree shape. Bring your fingertips to lightly touch behind your ears and your elbows are wide. Notice the little curve in your low back. See if you can sort of stamp that into your mat. So you're gonna tuck the belly in, tighten up through there. Inhale, left elbow twist towards the right knee as you exhale, and the opposite leg goes to a hover. Back through center, inhale. Lift and crunch up, opposite side, exhale. Back through center, inhale. Lift and crunch up, exhale. So moving at your own pace. Make sure there is control. So it's probably a little bit slower than you want to go. So we're creating that tension. Really tighten up the belly. Maybe squeeze with every exhale that you lift up. Opposite leg to hover. You can pick up the pace a little bit. Keep the elbows wide. Okay, rather than pulling knee to elbow, think of lifting your chest higher, so elbow to knee. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, and then the next side that you land on, pause there. We'll do little pulsing up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. We're pulsing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and let that go. Bring your feet together. Let your knees fall apart into a butterfly stretch. Let your belly soften. Let it stretch. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Maybe sway your head side to side. And then reach for your outer thighs. Pull your knees back up together. From there, hug your knees into your belly. You can tuck your hands under your thighs. Lift your head. You're curling chin to chest. We'll do a little rock and roll forward and back. So just a couple times until momentum is there for you to stay seated. And once you pop on up, you're going to cross your ankles, plant your palms, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. Okay, from your down dog, organize your hands and feet so the palms are about shoulder wide, feet are about hip wide. It doesn't have to be exact, but just more or less notice what feels right. And then your sitting bones are lifting as you actively press your heels down in the direction of your mat. They don't have to touch, just feel that active stretch. Take an inhale, part your lips to exhale. Glide to high plank, inhale. Lower your knees down and come all the way to the belly as you exhale. Once you land softly, reach your arms back, interlace your fingers above the base of your spine, and with a little tuck of chin to chest, start to lift your heart and lift your legs. So you're peeling up through the tops of the thighs. Your elbow joints bend slightly so the head of the shoulders can roll back. Use the strength of your core to lift, lift, lift. Eventually go ahead and bend your knees right into the floor. Bow, reach back, grab your ankles or your feet. Lift the heart up. Feels a little bit like dancer's pose. We'll lift the heart, kick up and back. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Rest an ear or cheek to your mat. Your arms beside you. You can close your eyes. Okay, you can part your lips, exhale through your mouth whenever you need that cooling sigh. Lift your head, take your opposite ear down. Just a little counter stretch for your neck. And when you feel you can, come back to the flow of your breath in and out through your nose. Bring your chin back to center. And then snuggle the palms of your hands up beside you like you were going to do a baby cobra. Okay, you could do this from the hands and knees or not. You're going to curl your toes and then inhale to a plank or a modified plank. Okay, so from plank pose, breath in. Your first chaturanga, breath out. So pause once you're about halfway down. Take that through to upward facing dog. Inhale, knees and thighs are off the mat. Push the floor away, down dog, exhale. Take an inhale, and exhale. High plank, glide forward, inhale. Knees up or down, chaturanga or the belly, exhale. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Stay in down dog, breathe in. Reset, breathe out. Glide, high plank, inhale. Low push up, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, push the floor away, pike your hips up, exhale. Stay, breath in. Breath out. One more flow, just at your own pace. Once you come back to your downward facing dog, have a breath cycle or two. Acknowledge down dog in your body as a resting pose. Relax your head. The foundation of your hands and feet pressing into the floor. You feel supported right here. From downward facing dog, child's pose, your knees down. Rest your hips back towards your heels and your forehead to your mat. Breathe spaciously into your back body. So you're in a child's pose, just observing how an inhale moves between the shoulder blades, how an exhale moves down to the base of your spine. Take an inhale forward to tabletop. And then for sleeping hero, slide your knees up towards the backs of your wrists. Your toes are touching, sit back between the heels. And then right away, lean back to the palms of your hands. So your fingertips are facing your bum. And then we'll lift the hips up, gently tuck your tailbone, and maybe drop the head back and let the shoulders open so slightly. Go ahead and lower your hips right back between your heels. Stay there, or naturally you might want to lower to the forearms. Naturally, you might want to come all the way back to the shoulder blades. Please only do that if there's no pain in your knees. And what we want here is a quad muscle stretch. So the tops of your thighs, those muscles you've hopefully been flexing a lot during this practice. Right here, we'll stretch them. So whether you're back to your shoulders and your arms are up, or you're just on your forearms, wherever you are, you could engage your glutes to help deepen that stretch through the front of your thighs. We'll do a couple more breaths. Start to make your way back up. Rise to the forearms and then back to the palms where we started. And then walk your hands forward. We'll step back into downward facing dog. Nice stretch for your ankles and the backs of your knees. Lower your knees on down, and then have a seat, your hips back to your heels. Rest the palms of your hands to your lap. You can sit with a tall spine, a soft belly. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Stay right here, catch your breath. Slow it down. or into one last back bend. Stand up to your knees. And for camel, separate your knees apart just slightly, and then place the palms of your hands to your lower back or your sacrum. So palms touch the sacrum. Inhale to lift your chest up. And then exhale, you can keep moving the heart back any amount. If you feel like the heels are within reach, maybe you're just about there, can't quite grab, you can curl the toes under. So that's going to give you a little bit of a lift there. So camel pose. Moving into your back bend, keep breathing. Return your palms to your lower back, rise on up, inhale. And have a seat, exhale. Bring your right palm to your belly, your left hand to your heart. Take longer exhales. Begin to feel the heartbeat slowing down. And place the palms out ahead of you. Come into downward facing dog. We'll set up for pigeon. If you prefer threading the needle or any other version of swan, you can go ahead and turn to your back or something seated, but I'll guide from pigeon prep. From here, we'll kick your right leg up high, bend your right knee, and place it somewhere up near the right wrist. You can slide back any amount on the left leg. You might start with a lift, so proud pigeon, and then from there, fold forward. And we won't hold it for too long. And so you're allowing yourself to lean into wherever it is that the outer right hip stretch is really showing up for you. Okay, so instead of leaning in some kind of direction where you can just hang out here and not really feel much and it feels easy, do the opposite. Lean into where it feels achy. That's definitely what we want. You want to create this intentional tension in all these tight muscles here. So lean into where you feel that tension for about 3 more breaths. So make your way back up to your palms. We'll curl under the back toes, step back to downward facing dog. Take your time. Once you get there, stretch your legs, bend your knees, paddle your heels. And then switch sides. Kick your left leg up high, inhale. Bend the knee slightly, look forward, left knee towards the left wrist. Slide back with the right leg a tiny bit, inhale, lift your heart up. And exhale, fold forward. In this pose, in this shape, you don't have to think at all about how or where your body needs to be aligned. It's more a yin yoga style hold or approach, if you will. And so alignment and all that stuff doesn't matter. Just lean into wherever you need to lean into Feel that good stretch. Three more cycles of breath. Make your way back up to your palms. Curl your right toes under, step back, downward facing dog. Okay, do your thing there. Feel that release in your hip joints and your low back, a little more spacious. And then have a seat. Grab water if you like, and then lay on your back. But rest with your knees bent, your feet flat. So no rush to get there. Just make your way onto your back again. Keep the soles of the feet flat. And then we'll toe heel the feet apart about mat width distance. Glue your feet right there. Don't even move the feet at all, and let your knees drop to the left side. You can have your arms overhead, a cactus shape. They might be beside you or to your belly. Doesn't matter, wherever your arms feel good. And then lift your head and look over your right shoulder. So really gentle twist. Switch sides, bring your knees back up through center. Again, your feet don't move at all, just let them fall over towards your right. Lift your head and look over your left shoulder. Gently move your knees back up through center and slide your legs out into your final Shavasana. Lay the shoulder blades a little bit closer if that's available and if it feels good. Close your eyes. And explore this very interesting pose, this very interesting shape. Could I lay here feeling like I'm not doing much for even just another minute? What might happen? What might not happen? Just explore it. Thank you for taking time to practice with us. It means a lot. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.